Hey, what's up, you guys? Brandon Cordero here, and today I decided to do a bit of a combination video, which would be gripping my board while answering the questions that some of the people sent me. So I'm gonna just get started by opening the plastic on this board and then putting the grip on, and we'll answer a question. Figured I would just answer some questions of, you know, questions that are usually asked, like how long I've been skating. I've been skating for 7 years. I make 7 years this August. I'm a sponsored skateboarder from the Bronx, New York. I got 6 sponsors. My sponsors are Indigenous Skateboards, Honey Brand Co. Clothing, Essential Grip Tape, which is the one who's sponsoring this gripping today, Nectar Sunglasses, always keeping me fresh in the sun, Bulls Wax, and last but not least, Noisy Brands headphones. Go check them out. So we're gonna get started with this. We'll put the grip on first, and then we'll get into the first question. I usually put my grip on about right there. I like to have my essential sign about next to the bottom bolts, and this is how I usually put the grip on. I usually use my hands to smooth out the top, but what you really should do is use. First question is, what is the name of your company? And the name of my company, the company that I own, is called Wepa Hardware. And it's a combo question with that, is how did you come up with the name with it? And I came up with the name because I'm Puerto Rican, and it's funny because a lot of like old Puerto Rican dudes or older Puerto Rican dudes, they usually, like, when they get excited, they scream "Wepa!" like. So I just figured, like, I might as well just make a company of that, and it was a hardware company, so it's inexpensive. So I was like, Wepa Hardware, and that's how I came up with the idea. Alright, to get into one more thing of the gripping. So after I usually put the grip on, I smooth out the sides. Well, not necessarily smooth out the sides, like line them. Do that real quick. One time, get the line. Just get ready to cut it. Alright, so the next question is, how do you utilize your company name? And the way I utilize my company name is, I usually, depending on what it is, it would have to be like an event. So like, let's say if it was the Puerto Rican Day Parade, you know, I would be able to utilize my name because that day is a Puerto Rican Day Parade, and everybody that's Puerto Rican is usually saying Wepa. So days like that where the word would be used is probably how I'd be able to utilize the name very much. And it's different, so I feel like it captures people's attention easier. So when I tell people about it, like, oh, Wepa Hardware, like, oh, like, they always seem pretty surprised because it's not like, it's a saying, so it's not something you would necessarily see as a name of a company. Alright, let me get into some of the cutting of the grip. See, when I cut the grip, I usually like to fold the grip up before I get ready to grip it, because what happens to me sometimes is when I go to cut the grip, my grip gets stuck to the board, and kind of makes it pretty hard. So I usually start from this side and I go straight into where the line is at. Go straight into where the line is at, and I get the cutting. Straight follow along the line though. And the next question is, what's your favorite trick? And my favorite trick would have to be, favorite flip trick would be 360 flip. I love doing 360 flips. It took me a while to learn. Once I learned them, I just couldn't stop doing them. And if I had to say like a favorite grind, my favorite grind is definitely Smith grind. I love Smith grind and rails. I don't know, it just feels so good. Everybody has their own preference. I just like that grind the most. And before I finish up this gripping, I'm gonna answer the last question before I tell you guys what I do on my gripping of the board. So before I sand out the edges, I usually check out air bubbles. Sometimes you get air bubbles caught in there, but sometimes just push them out and they're gone. Usually there's some other ones where you have to like, all you have to do is just tap your razor on the top, air's gone. And the last question before I finish up the video is what country do you want to skate in next? And the next country I'd like to skate in next would definitely have to be Puerto Rico, because I'm Puerto Rican, number one, and I haven't been to Puerto Rico yet, and I've been dying to go over there. I got a lot of homies that skate out there, and they're amazing, so they super kill it out there, so I can't wait to go. And it's tropical over there. I hear it's lovely. The weather's nice, the water's nice, the people are nice. I can't wait to go and skate Puerto Rico. Voila, board is gripped. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope to see from you guys soon.